Chocks and Chockets, number between Roberto here for another video review. An extra special one, again, from Asda. A passion for quality, they say. 6 Irish cream liqueur mince pies. Generously filled with Irish whiskey, infused mincemeat and spiced vine fruits, and crowned with a halo of Irish cream liqueur buttercream, contains alcohol. All butter pastry, topped with Irish cream liqueur buttercream. Goodness me, these sound very, very indulgent, and I think you could say extra special, yeah. Wowzer. Goodness me, I mean, oof. These look very nice, don't they? Very nice indeed. I mean, I'm not a massive alcohol fan, I will tell you that now, but Bailey's Irish Cream is the one thing that I do kind of, I don't know, I can drink basically because it just tastes a bit less of alcohol and more like something else. And the chocolate one, of course, is definitely up my street. So yeah, so it's very tasty, these, very tasty indeed. Yeah, so there we go. So what's anything else, any other description on there? Oh yeah, you can see a picture of them actually. So it does seem to, I'll say, I don't know, I think you'd probably prefer if you didn't have the mince pie in it, the mince meat in it, but there we go. What's all this down here? Oh, it's an actual Bailey's there, or an Irish cream. Interesting, okay. So what's the actual description then? Let's see. Yeah, 6 all butter pastry pies filled with Irish whiskey infused mincemeat and spiced vine fruits topped with an Irish cream liqueur buttercream and dusted with sugar. There we go. So yeah, per 100 grams, 419 calories, 16 grams of fat, 11 of which are saturates. And per mince pie, 242 calories, 9.3 grams of fat, 6.1 of which are saturates. Yeah, if you're not 100% happy, get in touch. No, they're not happy either, apparently. Yeah, okay, if you're not happy. Okay, mincemeat 38%, sultanas 27%, currants 10%, Irish whiskey 3%. Okay, so what's that? 30, 68, 78% is accounted for there. And then we've got 29% buttercream, so I'm not sure what that's about. That doesn't seem to add. That's how my maths is wrong there, but add 3% onto 20, so that's 30%. Then 38% onto that, 68, 10%, that's 78. So I'm quite sure there's not room for 29%. Man, it must be something else. Must be, makes up something else. This is Irish liqueur buttercream 29%. Milk 29%. I don't know. I can't see. There must be a bracket somewhere for that, I think, but I can't see it. Yeah, so I don't know. It seems a bit confusing, I think you would say as well. I mean, why make it confusing? It's got milk 10% down there as well. Is that in addition? Where's that 10% fit into? The 10% up there? Still leaves 12% unaccounted for if it does. Alright, yeah, maybe that's just a pastry, I don't know. Yeah, may starch raise agents, yeah, things like this. Okay, right, warning, contains alcohol. This product may contain pips and stalks. Okay, pips and stalks. Not seen that before. Well, even in any mince pie product, I don't think. So yeah, strange, interesting. Recycling, don't recycle the film. There we go. That's in UK for Asda, Leeds and Antrim. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, there we go. All right. I think. Well, I think there's not much more to say. I think we need to get into it and give it a taste. Interesting, actually, the way that the just noticed the box is kind of done it so these are on an angle. Does mean they slide down a bit like that, but see that they are actually angled, which is interesting. Definitely on purpose. Well, looks to be. Right. Well, let's get into these. Give them an open. Quite looking forward to it. So yeah, let's give these an open. Well, okay then everyone, we'll give these Asda extra special Irish cream liqueur mince pies an open. And they do look extra special, I think, the idea of them anyway, at least. I've never seen anything quite like this. They might do it in other supermarkets and things, but I haven't seen them, so interesting. And this Irish liqueur, it looks very good, actually. His Irish liqueurs, Gary, looks a bit more like a Nesquik, but there we go. Alright, well, let's give it an open then. Yeah, let's do it. So, yeah, time recording, I've done... what have I done? 870 reviews pretty much. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. And in the top right hand corner, I've got a link to a playlist of all my other reviews, including some other cake reviews, things like this, other similar mince pie type things, Mr. Kipling stuff like that. Yes, after you've watched this, hopefully you can enjoy those too. Fingers crossed you will. Okay, they weren't really at an angle after all that. I thought they were, but it must just have been the way they were in the pack. Look at that, they look very uniform. It doesn't look like a buttercream though, does it, on top? Must be an Irish cream. What was it? Irish cream flavoured buttercream, did it say? And crowned with a halo of Irish cream liqueur buttercream. Yeah. Well, so it looks obviously have to be a bit careful with that then, not to press down on the top. Into the actual bits themselves. Right, so take a couple out, why not? There's a funny smell coming from them, not in a bad way, just like a sort of combination of minced meat, mince pie sort of filling, and maybe Baileys or Irish cream, maybe, or maybe just pastry. I'm not sure, or maybe all three of those things. All right, so let's have a see. Hard to get out this case actually. Not normally difficult to get out these cases, but I can't. I can't get this one out. Maybe. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right, well, let's give this a bit of a measure then. So I've got the old trusty calipers here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so 6.3, 6.4 centimeters at the top. And at the bottom, obviously not as wide. Nicely baked by the looks of it. It's good. About 4.2. And the height, it does dip again a bit in the middle after the rim of it, but we'll see. But 2.4. That depends actually. So if we did it here, a bit taller there, but we might scrunch the buttercream. 2.6, 2.7 there. So yeah, a bit higher. But yeah, probably about 2.4 to the top of the pastry. So it's very nice. I think we should. How do we cut them in half? Where's my trusty knife gone? My knife disappeared. Gone AWOL. I'll just go find it. Okay, so let's give this one a chop in half. The buttercream seems quite solid actually, so I don't know. Interesting. Yeah. Does seem quite solid, that buttercream. I'm sure it's meant to be. Okay, yes. So yeah, there we go. So you can see they're quite a nice mince pie. You can see the since there's some raisins and stuff sticking out, currants and things. There's no cavities or anything there. It's certainly like a thicker sort of filling for the mince pie than I've seen some of the fillings from Mr. Kipling, that's for sure. I'm not sure if they're particularly mince pies, but some of their fillings are just sort of cakes just just have empty space in them, so it collapses in the middle. This clearly doesn't have any empty space. It's not bad at all, that. Yeah, not bad at all. There we go, yeah. Yeah, interesting. So the buttercream's quite solid. It is quite solid to touch. It's not, it's a bit soft, but it's not what I would call buttercream, where it's very soft, very creamy. Interesting. All right, well, nice smell coming from it. I'd say a bit of a combination of the Irish cream smell, I think, and the what I thought was pastry, but I think it's Irish cream, and the mincemeat itself. So it's a strange smell. They don't work together very well, but it's not massively strong smell. But smelling them both, obviously, you get a conflicting set of smells there. So, or at least a pair of smells that, combine together. So not, I don't know. To give you a smell that is neither one thing or another, I think is what I'm trying to say. All right, well, looks interesting, this one. Doesn't quite look as indulgent. Well, I don't know, I guess it doesn't really look that indulgent on the front either. But it does look like a bit like it, and I think it's pretty acceptable, that. Let's have that one's neat with that raisin sticking out. Let's have a look at this one. I think you got a bit more buttercream than filling. But I'm okay with that. I think there's still a good amount. You might argue that you'd want more of the buttercream anyway. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Can't really see the top though. It's got like a swirly top. A bit too much covered in icing sugar there really to see it, but it does have the swirl. All right, let's give these a taste. Let's see if the taste as nice as they sound. I mean, I wouldn't say they look okay, but I think they're always going to look a bit, iffy being a mince pie. A mince pie is not the most beautiful of cakes, but yeah, let's give them a taste. See what they taste like. So quite excited for this. Let's find out. Let's give them a taste. Right, go on. Yes, we're going to do these Asda Extra Special Irish Cream Liqueur Mince Pies. A taste, all butter pastry, topped with Irish cream, liqueur, buttercream. So very interesting, very indulgent sounding. Got one we chopped in half earlier, so there we go. Let's look at it. It's in a bit, yeah. So you can see the buttercream's a bit. Well, it's not as creamy as I was expecting it to be, but let's see what it tastes like. So let's give it a taste. Quite a strong mincemeat flavour, actually. Strong and tangy. Not bad, actually. Sometimes non-Mr. Kipling mince pies are a bit too sort of hard for me in places like the raisins are too hard and things, but this one tastes okay. Just try the sort of buttercream itself. Got a raisin there. Let's try the buttercream itself. Quite sweet. I must say it's particularly tastes of Bailey's, or Irish cream. Just tastes quite sweet, really. Has a bit of a depends. I got a bit of an aftertaste of sort of Irish cream or something there, but it tastes more like just cream, really, just like a. I don't know. I don't really know what you'd describe it as. Really, it just says like a sweet cream. And the mincemeat's nice though. It's very quite a strong flavour to it. A nice consistency. Maybe too strong. I'm not sure. I think I might be. I think Mr. Kibbley mince pie is definitely my favourite generally. I don't think this is beating up for me, but I think I'm glad that there's not more than that amount of mincemeat. I think it would just be too much. I think they both work well together actually. The buttercream and the mincemeat. I think actually it does work very well. That sort of sweet buttercream and sort of tartiness of the mincemeat. But not massively sweet, the buttercream, just the right amount. I don't think it particularly tastes of Irish cream, not really. It's definitely different, you know. I'm not really sure what that tastes like, that buttercream. It's an interesting flavour basically. It doesn't really taste just like cream or anything. It tastes of something. It tastes like it's probably got, something in it, you know what I mean? It's not just cream, but I don't know. I'm not sure I would say it's really Irish cream, but there's obviously something along those lines in it, if you know what I mean. But I think if you had a blind taste test of it, you wouldn't really say, oh, that's Irish cream. You'd say, well, that's something, it tastes of something, but I'm not sure it tastes of Irish cream, but it's a nice something though, all the same. But obviously you'd probably really be expecting something very, very Irish cream like, and it doesn't really taste alcoholic at all, to be honest with you. So which for me is a good thing. I'm not really a keen fan of that sort of like alcohol tang that you get. I prefer not to have that really. So these work very well for me actually, because that's the part of Bailey's and Irish cream I like, is the non-alcohol part, basically. So Kahlua and milk, for me, I prefer a lot more. It's just because I just basically taste like you can't taste any alcohol in that. So yeah, I'm sure there's alcohol in Kahlua, but anyway. So White Russians without the Russian part, the vodka for me. But very interesting. Yeah. I like these. I think the two flavours work well together. Actually, I think it is a really good combination, and I think the proportions are really well done. I don't think it's going to blow your socks off though. There is an argument to say it's neither one thing or another, and I would say that's true really, because I don't feel like I'm getting really like a Bailey's taste, and I guess I'm getting a mince pie for taste actually, but I feel like it's a bit sort of subdued because of the cream on top. But for me, that's because the cream works well with it, But you could argue, well, it's not really a sort of mince pie then. But I'm sort of, having said all this to you, I think, well, that's fair enough, because I think that's what you're really expecting. You're not really expecting a full-on mince pie. You're clearly expecting like an Irish cream liqueur mince pie, and I guess you've not really got the sort of, you haven't really got the alcohol part of it, but you definitely got something there, and I think it works well with the mince pie. And I think so while it's kind of perhaps not going to really, I don't know, it's not quite the product it promises to be, or it pretends to be, or it aspires to be. But for me, I think I actually prefer that way. I think I'm glad it doesn't really have too much of an alcohol taste. I think you've got the sort of tang from the mince pie anyway. In fact, having said all that, I think it's saying that the Irish whiskey infused mincemeat, so that could be the extra tang actually. So you do get a bit of a tang from there. I was just about to say that you get the tang from the mincemeat, so you wouldn't really want it from the buttercream as well. But yeah, I did mention earlier on, you do get a strong tang from that mincemeat, and I think that's probably is from the Irish cream, but it doesn't really taste of it though. That's the thing. It doesn't taste of Irish cream in the mincemeat. It just has just a stronger tang to it. It doesn't taste of alcohol. It just tastes as a bit of a bit just more tangy mincemeat. It is quite a tangy substance, or whatever you'd like to say. Food stuff or whatever. Anyway, so I don't know. It just tastes a bit more tangier than normal. And as I say, the buttercream doesn't really taste of Irish cream, so you're not really getting much of an alcohol, much of an Irish cream taste, but what you do get is still nice. I just think you wouldn't really recognise it as being an Irish cream mince pie if you didn't see the label on it, and you know. But I still like it. I still think it's nice. Would I prefer just have a regular mince pie? Probably, but I don't mind having one of these as well. You know, just as a little exception. I think it's quite nice. And as I said, I think that, you know, just take a nibble of just one more nibble of one of the others. They're quite hard to get out of the pastry case actually. Just taste a bit more. Yeah. Okay, I think the buttercream, as I say, it's not too sweet. I mean, it's a funny one, but it's interesting. You know, it's an interesting one. I like. It's nice to have one of them and just to taste it, and then you perhaps think, okay, that's enough, and you know, maybe the next day you'd have another one. I don't think it's one where you think, oh, I need to have another one. But yeah, I think they're just quite nice. I think they just work quite well. As I say, I think I probably would prefer just a regular Mr. Kipling mince pie generally for my mince pie hit. But I think this is a nice novelty to have for the occasion, you know, just have something a bit different. And I think it works. I don't think it's going to sort of, let's say, that make you really want to come back again and again for them. But I think it works as far as the tasting is concerned. I don't think you really get the Bailey's taste or Irish cream hit. You don't really get that. But the mincemeat does have a tang to it. And I think the topper, the buttercream, while not very creamy, is soft. And it's a good consistency actually for the product. I think if it was more cream, I don't think it would benefit it. I think it'd be better. It's just as good being the way it is, you know, just solid enough but still soft. You know, and I think there's a good amount of filling as well. I think all Mr. Kipling cakes tend to have lots of empty space in them nowadays, what I've noticed. So it's pretty much full. There's no empty space in that one. This is the second one I've had. So you just do what they do, and they do it well. And they're very nice, very interesting, very unique. It works well together, the mincemeat and the buttercream, and it's a nice taste. I think I prefer regular mince pies generally, but I'm happy to have one of these, you know, just as a little something different, and I think it works. But I don't think you would guess it was an Irish cream mince pie. You just can't taste that. What you do taste is nice. But as I say, you can't really taste any alcohol or any Irish cream. As I say, works well together. Consistency is nice. It's just a good product, and it's a nice product, and it's not going to blow you away, but certainly you won't regret having it. So 4 out of 5, very unique as well. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Yeah, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out the YouTube member program, as I always say, go to support the channel. Yeah, link for Discord server is also in the description. Let's go to keep in touch with the community and be part of the community. Yeah, leave a comment or free. Always great to hear from you. Always do my best to reply. And have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya. Bye.